Honeybees provide honey, a high energy food supplement insects, which is almost unlimited uses. Cultivation of bees on commercial scale for the production of honey is called apiculture or beekeeping. The beekeeping has been in practice for a very long time in India and whole world. Knowledge of biology, behavior, diseases of bees, and management practices are essential for beekeeping. Beekeeping is one of the more universal agricultural endeavors. Bees work a dual agricultural rule by both producing honey and aiding in the pollination of flowering crops. Here, cosmopolitan distribution, multi-purpose nature, and relative simplicity in management combine to make bees a natural agricultural supplement for many types of farm systems in developing countries. Advantages of beekeeping. Advantages of beekeeping are: 1. At relatively low technology requirements. 2. Beekeeping basics are easy to master. 3. Low initial cost for setup. 4. Men, women, elderly, and youth can participate. 5. Provides employment and self-esteem. 6. There is opportunity for quick return on investment. 7. Minimal land requirements. 8. Environmentally acceptable farming practice. 9. Promotion of greater viable food crop yield through bee pollination. 10. Most bee products have a long shelf life and are a valuable food source. Types of honeybee. Honeybee belong to the class Insecta, order Hymenoptera, and family Aphidae. There are five well-recognized types of bees found in Apis dorsata, rock bee, wild bee; Apis florea, little bee; 3. Apis indica, Indian bee; 4. Apis mellifica, European bee; 5. Apis adamsoni, Africa, African bee. Out of these five types, Apis dorsata, Apis florea, and Apis indica are common in Asia or India. Apis dorsata. It is commonly called rugby. It is a large Indian variety with an average size of about 20 millimeter. It builds large combs, tree branches, under caves, or under roofs of high buildings. Apis dorsata undertakes migration during summer and winter. During winter, they are abundantly plains, and in summer, the colonies migrate to high mountains to avoid extreme heat or in search of flowering plants. This species is a good honey gatherer. A sizable portion of honey produced in India comes from Apis dorsata species. Maximum 50 to 80 kilogram honey per colony can be obtained. Apis florea. It is commonly called little bee. It is miniature form of the rock bee. It lives in plains and it rarely occurs above 1000 of sea level. It builds small combs on the branches of trees or in bushes or under the walls of the buildings. The yield of honey from this species is very little. Apis indica. It is popularly known as the Indian bee. It occurs commonly on the plains and forests of India and whole Asia. It builds several parallel combs in protected places like hollow of trees, caves, and rocks, and in other such cavities. Their average output of honey is between 3 kg to 5 kg per colony per year. They are the best of Indian variety to be hived in artificial conditions. Caste of bees. Honeybee as a social insect. The nest of the honeybee is known as beehive. A hive in summer consists of 32 to 50,000 individuals, depending on the locality. The member of honeybees are of three castes, namely the queen bee, the worker bee, and the drone bee. All the three types depend on each other for their existence. There is normally one queen, 10,000 to 30,000 workers, and few hundred drones and a colony. Queen bee. There is only one queen in a honeybee colony. From a fertilized egg, it is slightly larger than bee with a longer abdomen. It does not have pollen baskets on her legs. Destined to become queens are laid in a larger cell and the larvae are fed only royal jelly. The royal jelly, bee milk, is a savory secretion of work. The adult queen's sole duty is to lay eggs up to 2,000 a day. It is fed by the workers and never leaves the hive except to mate. Queen bees also have stings and use them in battles with each other for dominance of the colony. The lifespan of queen bee is 3 to 4 years. When the colony is crowded with adult bees, the queen leaves with a set of workers to establish new colonies and to promote propagation. This natural phenomenon is called swarming. Drone bee. Drones are applied fertile male because they develop parthenogenetically from unfertilized eggs. They are larger than workers and smaller than queen. They are quite noisy and unable to gather food. They are stingless and their sole biological function is to mate with queen. The number of drones in a colony varies from 200 to 300, but during unfavorable season they are driven out. Worker bee. The vast majority of adult honeybees in any colony, female worker bees, the worker bees are sterile females. They have existence throughout her life. They labor for the betterment of the colony. The functions of the worker bees are tending bees larvae, making honey, making royal jelly, and bee breed to feed larvae, producing wax, cooling the hive by fanning wings, gathering and storing pollen, water, guarding the hive, building, cleaning, and repairing the comb, and feeding and taking care of the queen drones. Life cycle. The virgin queen bee mates once in her life. During breeding season of winter, a unique flight takes place by one queen followed by several drones. This flight is called nuptial flight. The queen bee also produces a hormonal chemical substance called pheromone. The drones in that area are attracted to the pheromone and then mating takes place. After mating, she returns to hive and lay eggs. Honeybees pass through four distinct life stages, namely the egg, larva, and adult. Through metamorphosis, on the first day, the queen bee lay a single egg in each cell of the comb. The egg generally hatches into a larva on the fourth day. The larva is legless grub that resemble a tiny white sausage. The larva is fed with a mixture of pollen and nectar called bee bread. However, the queen farming larvae are fed on royal jelly for full larval life and they are taken for further development into a special chamber. On the ninth day, the cells cap with wax by worker bees. Inside the silk larva spins a delicate silken cocoon around itself, and the larva transforms into a pupa. The pupa is physical transition stage between amorphous larva and a hairy winged adult. The pupa doesn't eat. Ultimately, the adult comes out of cocoon. The queen worker and drone bees take 16, 21, and 24 days respectively for their complete development. Structure of a comb. Honeycomb with worker bees, queen cell. The comb of the bees are formed mainly by secretion from wax glands present in the abdomen of the worker bees. A comb is vertical sheet of wax with a double layer of hexagonal cells. The wax is masticated and mixed with the secretion of the cephalic glands to convert into a plastic resinous substance. The resinous chemical substance present in the wax is called propolis, which is derived from pollen grains. The cells of the comb are various types. The storage cells contain honey and pollen. They are built in the margin and at the top of the comb. The broad cells contain is of the honey bees and they are built in the center and the lower part of the comb. Young ones of honey bees are collectively called brood. Brood chamber is divided into three types. They are worker chamber to rear the worker larvae developing into worker, drone chamber to rear the drone larvae developing into drones, queen chamber to rear the queen larva developing into queen. There is no special chamber for adults except queen. They move on the surface of the comb. Modern beehive structure. Scientific method of beekeeping has been developed after extensive studies of bee behavior, their way of functioning, and their mode of reproduction. Shelter made artificially for the bees to set up colonies is called beehive. The hive space must be large enough for passage of bees and smaller enough to discourage comb building. The modern beehive is movable frame hive. It is a wooden frame box made of single or double walls. The single walled wooden frame box is used in warm place and the double box is used in cool climate. A modern hive consists of a bottom board, broad chamber, super chamber, inner cover, and top cover. They are placed one above the other in fixed stand. All these parts can be dismantled. The bottom board acts as the entrance for the bees. The broad chamber is a wooden box inside which numerous frames called comb foundations are fixed. Comb foundation consists of sheets of fewer bee wax. This fixed sheet are embossed with the pattern of hexagons of a size equal to the base of natural broad cells. The worker bees secrete wax to expand the walls of these cells. The comb foundation helps in controlling the rise of cells and reduces the number of drone cells. These frames of comb are movable and can be lifted. Hence, the name of the hive is movable frame hive. Chamber above the broad chamber, a super chamber inside which honey is secreted and stored. Queen is prevented from entering this chamber by using queen excluder. This equipment has narrow spaces of 4 millimeters, which allows only the workers to enter the super chamber. The wooden board to cover the broad chamber or the super chamber is called inner core. The top cover can be lifted to inspect the state of the colony or honey formation. The wooden hive is colored yellow or white on the outside for keeping the chambers cool and to add easy recognition by bees. In India, apart from the modern hive, another three types of beehive, namely Longstrauth, Newton, and Jollycoat, are practiced. Other hive equipment. Besides the above primary equipment, other accessory equipment used in beekeeping and their utility are as follows. Queen excluder. It is utilized to prevent the entry of queen bee from the brood chamber into the super chamber. Foundation. It is a sheet of beeswax and on both sides of which exact shape of different cells of the comb is made in advance. Bee globes. It is used by beekeepers for protecting while inspecting the hives. Bee will. It is a device made of fine netting to protect the beekeeper from the bee sting. Smoker. It is used to scare the bees during hive maintenance and honey collection by releasing smoke. Hive tool. It is a flat, narrow, and long piece of iron which helps in scraping excess propolis or wax from hive parts. Uncapping knife. It is a long knife which helps in removing the cap from the combs as a first step in honey extraction. Bee brush. It is a large brush upon applied to brush up bees from honeycombs, particularly at the time of extraction. Queen introducing cage. It is a pipe made of wire nets used for keeping the queen for about 24 hours for acquaintance with the hive and worker. Feeder. It is a basin with sugar syrup to feed bees during drought season. The grass prevents the bees from sinking into the syrup. Honey extractor. It is a stainless steel device which spins the comb rapidly to extract honey. Hive entrance guard. It is a device similar to queen excluder in front of the hive entrance which prevents escapes of queen during warming season. Queen excluder, comb foundation fixed and frame. B. Well, Bingham smoker, hive tool, uncapping knife, beehive products. Some of the hive products are used for promote health and healing. Honey has been treasured as one of the nature's most perfect food other than honey. The products such as beeswax, bee venom, propolis, royal jelly, and pollen are obtained as beehive products. It is sweet, viscous, edible food obtained by honeybees. The color, flavor, and odor of honey usually depend on flowers from which nectar is gathered. It is an energy-rich, nourishing food. Chemical composition of honey. The honey is composed of water, sugar, mineral like calcium, iron, phosphate, manganese, and vitamins. Honey also contains acids, amino acids, enzymes, pigments, and aroma substances. Besides honey as an antiseptic and contains formic acid as the preservative. Honey is also used in all Ayurvedic and Unani medicines. Honey is a good laxative and a blood purifier. It prevents cough and cold and also relieves sore throat. Honey is tongue ulcer and intestinal ulcer. Honey is made into alcoholic drinks by fermentation. These drinks are popularly known as mead or honey wines. Large amounts are used in skin and beauty lotions. Beeswax. Wax derived from beehive are utilized as follows. Beeswax is used in cattle industry and bee industry for preparing compoundation sheets. Wax is an important constituent of cosmetics like cold creams, lipsticks, and rouges because it adheres better to skin. Pharmaceutical and perfume industries are also major users of wax. It is also used in ointments, capsules, pill coating, and deodorants. Wax is used for preparing shoe polish, furniture, etc. because it acts as waterproofing. Its minor use is made in adhesive, chewing gums, inks, etc. Bee venom. Sting of worker bee is attached to a poison sac where venom is stored. It is composed of many substances such as histamine, ephemine, acetinase, hydrochloric acid, formic, orthophosphoric acid, sulfur, calcium, copper, and magnesium sulfate. Bees can be made to sting the patient who has skin disease, and the venom collected can be used as medicines for subcutaneous infections. Too. Ointment made by mixing epitoxin, Vaseline, and salicylic acid can be used to make the skin soft and increases penetration. Bee venom is useful for curing many diseases and disorders, especially rheumatism. It has stimulating effect on heart muscles. It decreases cholesterol level. It also lowers blood pressure. It is used in treatment of neurosis, arteriosis, and arthritis. Propolis, bee glue. Propolis is gathered by bees from resinous exudes of trees. Propolis is mainly composed of resins and balsams, ethanol, scented oils, and pollen. Propolis is used by bees for sticking frames, sealing cracks and crevices. As it has natural effective antibiotics, it is useful in preparing ointments for healing cuts, wounds, and abscesses in cattle. It is used in cosmetics. Propolis is sold as supplement in health shops too, in the form of capsules, tablets, and in liquids. Royal jelly, bee milk. Royal jelly is secreted by glands of nurse bees of the age 16 to 12 days. It is very nutritious food and is fed to young larvae and adult queen. Royal jelly is milky white in color. It is composed of protein, lipids, carbohydrates, water, and ash. Royal jelly is a nutritious food for human beings. It has increases vigor and vitality. Pollen. The worker bees, field bees collect pollen, which is the basic form of renewing species of plant as well as feeding the hive larva as well. The nurse bees of the hive will refine the pollen into the bread or royal jelly for feeding to larvae and young bees. Pollen is also used for humans consumption since it's packed with 25 protein and 18 amino acids. Diseases of bees and their enemies. Honeybees are affected by large number of viral, fungal, bacterial, and protozoan organisms, ecto, endoparasites, mites, insects, and non-insects enemies. Viral diseases. Sagebrood. It is caused by a virus and found in 30% of this colony. This prevents larvae from pupating. Kashmir bee viruses. This disease will affect in all stages of development. Infected bees die in the affected colony. Fungal diseases. Chalkboard, caused by a fungus, strands of fungus invade the larvae tissue and the larvae dies. The dead larvae become chalky white in color. Bacterial diseases. American foulbrood, caused by a spore-forming bacterium. This bacterium penetrates the gut wall and body tissues of the larvae. Infected larvae change color from a healthy, fairly white to dark brown and die after they are kept. Protozoan diseases. Nosema, caused by spore-forming protozoa. It impairs digestion and causes dysentery. Carrion diseases. Isolaphat and carrion disease caused by small parasitic mite due to the blacking of the trachea of bee. Infestation of this mite causes chronic bee paralysis. Enemies. There are a large number of animals to the bee. Some of the enemies are moth, wax beetle, toads, snails, ants, dragon, flies, praying mantis, termites, etc. In India, the number of bee colonies in India at present is about 5.75 lakhs. Irrespective of our goal of establishing 15 crore bee colonies, in Maharashtra, regular bee farms have been established at several places. Among the honey producing states, Tamil Nadu stands first, followed by Kerala and Karnataka, respectively. Bee research centers have been established at several places in India. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research is engaged in research and developmental efforts in various disciplines of agriculture, including apiculture.